welcome to Winging It. Today we're going to be cooking white lasagna without any cheese in it and using zucchini as the noodle base of the lasagna. So, first thing I'm going to want to do is I got some cauliflower here, and I'm going to take about a cup of cauliflower, and we're going to steam it in a steamer basket, and we're going to be making a cauliflower cream. That's what we're going to use as a replacement for cheese. So I'm grabbing, that's not a cup, that's about a cup of cauliflower into Instapot pot with a steamer basket in it. I'm going to fill this with some water. I'm also going to throw a lot of garlic in this. I want this to be very garlicky, so I'm going to be throwing basically the rest of this garlic in here. So it's a lot of garlic. Let me just, now you can see it. All that garlic. Lots. Very garlicky dish, and that's because I don't have any cheese, so I want to add some flavor to the cream somewhere. So I'm doing it in garlic. Alright, now I'm going to take this steamer basket, come over to the fridge, and I'm going to add a little bit of water. And now we can throw this into the Instapot. Now, whenever we're doing something like a cream or cauliflower mash, I like to do it for 5 minutes. I already said no to that. The reason I'm cooking early is because I'm going to be watching wrestling tonight. I'm going to be pressure cooking this for 5 minutes so that it becomes nice and soft. Come back over here, and we can get started on the meat going in. For the meat, I'm just using some ground beef. We're gonna brown this, and we're gonna add some Italian spices to it. Put that back. Go like that. Yeah. So this entire step will take place at the oven. So I'm just gonna move the entire computer over here, instead of trying to hold my phone at the same time. So we got a pan here. We're gonna preheat this on medium-high. Add a little bit of olive oil just to get the pan going. We don't need that much. We're doing ground beef. Ground beef has a lot of fat in it. That will get it started once that's done. Grabbing the meat from the bag. And waiting for this oil to become more pliable. Grabbing a fork for mixing. What's nice about these granite cookware is, unlike Teflon, which can get scratched up, that does nothing to it. But they still keep their non-stickiness. All right. Getting up some pliable oil, so I'm going to take our meat, which is our ground beef, and I'm going to just break it up by hand. This helps. I like to do this better than just trying to break it up in the pan. This is a lot easier to do for me. And no, I can't do both because it's a pay-per-view tonight. While I'm doing this too, one thing I almost forgot to do is I need to preheat my oven for the lasagna to go into. I'm preheating this to about 425 and letting that just go. This is what I'm going to be using. It's a convection oven that's really nice, convection oven. Alright, now that the meat's in the pan, we're going to bring some salt to it. Red meat likes its salt. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder. Remember, be gentle with the onion powder. It can really overpower things, and you don't have to be as gentle with the garlic powder. And finally, our Italian slice blend. Herb blend. Italian herb blend. It's good, keep it helpful in here because this is going to be where that Italian flavor really comes from in the dish, other than the garlic. And then you just want to keep your meat moving and breaking it up and getting it so that you're browned on all sides. You really got to stick with browning meat. Can't really go anywhere. Sorry, smelling good. Almost got a meatball smell to it. All right. This is almost ready to go. You don't need to go fully cooked because we're going to be putting this into the oven. But I do like to have at least a little bit of brown sear on it, so I'm going to stop moving this around and pat it down so that at least one side of it can get a nice dark browning. Shouldn't take too long. See how that looks. No, not yet. That should be good. All right. Next step time is we're gonna make our zucchini pasta. I'm gonna be using half of the zucchini. Put this down. Cut this in half. Yeah, so we're gonna turn this into some pasta and into lasagna to be specific. And to do that, we are gonna use a mandolin once I find it. Where'd my mandolin go? Might have moved in here. Yes. So I was saying, a mandolin. Be very careful with these things. They are very sharp. I'm going to be going on the 2 setting for this at first, just to test this out. So I get this cut on both sides, and we use this to control the zucchini while we're going. So I'm going to place it on here, place this here, and just strip like that. Yeah, I think that's the thickness we want. So it's just as easy as this then. And yeah, we're getting these nice little zucchini layers from it. Look how fast that was. Instead of trying to cut that by hand. We get all these zucchini layers. Alright, got those in the sink. Deal with it later. Make sure I lock it so I don't cut myself when I deal with it later. And so basically the general idea is I actually want to test this out too. We're going to be taking a casserole dish and we're going to be laying these on their sides, going across it. And then, yeah, this is going to be perfect. Stacking the layers up because each one of these is then going to be stacked on another layer, another layer, another layer. And in between, we're going to be putting our mixture of the ground beef, the cauliflower cream, and we're also going to be throwing in some spinach in there for a little extra flavor. We got 3 minutes left on the cauliflower, so while that's working, I'm going to prepare something. What was it? Oh yeah, I was going to grab a bowl for mixing the ground beef, and I could take the ground beef out of this pan right here as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be dumping the ground beef in here, and we're going to be using this to mix together with the cauliflower cream once that's complete. That way we coat every piece of beef instead of trying to layer it itself. More important that the beef has the cauliflower cream on it. Good beef. Tuck this side. We got 3 minutes on the cauliflower. Now, if you can have cheese, I would recommend using something like a ricotta in this. Maybe ricotta might be too sweet for you, so then use mozzarella instead. And you can actually even use the cauliflower cream to melt the mozzarella or the ricotta to make it easier to spread and to make a little go a longer way. I would show you a video of how to melt cheese, but I don't have any cheese right now because I can't have any cheese right now. Oh, gotta put away the zucchini half as well. Zucchini is a really good substitute for pasta. It's not a perfect substitute, but nothing's a perfect substitute for anything that you substitute. So it wouldn't be a substitute, you just use the thing. Alright, 1 more minute on the cauliflower. Yeah, not much else to talk about right now, just waiting on the cauliflower. But it's going to be the same technique we've done in the past. We're going to put the cauliflower in here. We're going to add a little bit of chicken stock, blend it all up, and it's going to make a nice little cream, which then we're going to add to our meat. And we can start our layering. Now, this is going to be a pretty short video at the beginning, and then I'm probably going to just go on to a bit of a break because it's going to take probably 30 minutes in the oven for this thing to cook. So I would not hold it against you if you decide to leave. Alright, there we go. But if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, I will edit it down so that we cut out the middle part. Alright. Almost forgot to release the steam. We got a cauliflower done. And next I'm going to be transferring it to this. Add in the bone broth, blend it up. Like I said, there's a lot of garlic in there, so that's gonna be really nice. Actually, we can taste the seasoning and stuff once it's blended in. Then just mix it by hand. Probably gonna need some salt. Definitely gonna need some salt. I'm just gonna put some salt in right away. Just realized I don't have any oils in this right now, so I'm actually gonna add, I think, 2 tablespoons of butter to this. That should actually help with the cream and cheesiness that I'm looking for. All right. Other than that, yeah. Let's go back to this side. The nice thing about this is get the handle. All right. Down. So I'm just gonna be taking these hot, throwing them in here. And all this garlic. This is a lot of garlic. That's nice. Oh, I could eat this garlic with a fork. I will eat one of these with a fork. Garlic that's that soft is so good. I could throw a head of garlic into the pot, steam it, and it'd be good. All right. And now for adding that oil, like I said, I'm gonna add some butter to it. So we need to melt a little bit of butter. So I'm gonna grab about a tablespoon and a half, actually, not 2 tablespoons, because I also want to throw a little olive oil on top of the dish once we're start cooking. We're just gonna melt this in the microwave. If you need help with melting butter in a microwave, then God help you. Because I can't. Well, I could. I could tell you what to do, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hope you figure it out yourself just based on what I'm doing right now. All right. Butter's melted. Pour that in. Now we take our chicken broth and we're gonna pour it into just about here so that it's nice and thick and creamy. Right there. Yeah, you're basically making chicken and cauliflower mud. All right. Now I'm gonna blend this. Beware the loud noises before they come. Let's taste this, make sure it tastes right. Ooh, that'll have a bit of an explosion. Definitely need salt. A little pepper too. Alright, back in it goes. Give this another taste. That's good. It's almost cheesy. Like ridiculously good. Alright, lasagna time. First thing we're going to be doing is taking our meat, adding our sauce to it. It almost looks like an Alfredo, doesn't it? Crazy. I gotta do it myself. Now we're just gonna mix this all up so that everything is nice and consistently mixed together. Gotta give this a taste. Oh, that's good. It's almost like a stroganoff by itself. All right, time to make some lasagna. We got our zucchini, our meat, and our spinach. Grab a big old spoon for the meat. And we're laying down layers. One layer at a time. There we go. All right. I think I can find a piece to get into this one. There we go. All right. First layer's on. Let me turn this so it's easier to see for you guys. First layer's in. We're going to put in a layer of meat. All right, spread that out. We don't want to go too much, but we're trying to fill this as much as we can. Layer of spinach. All right. Next, another layer of zucchini. These bigger ones are much easier to work with. Takes about 4 of these to cover one side of this pan. Another layer of meat. Another layer of spinach. Ooh, this is getting good. I can already tell. Layer of our zucchini. This one go this way. That will help with that. Layer of meat. Looks like we have enough for maybe one more layer. If I serve it right. Layer of spinach. And I think we'll have just enough of everything. Yeah. Wish I have 2 more zucchini, but we'll just make a nice pattern with these or something. Cut them up for the top layer. All right, layer of meat. Try to get this on every single one. Spread it out. It's all on here. Yeah, do one more layer of spinach. Why not? I've got ideas for what to do with the rest of that cream sauce that was stuck at the bottom. All right. Now let's make this a little fancy. So I'm going to be taking our zucchini. cutting it in half in length so that we can have just a little bit of a padding at the top. And then we're going to be taking our cream sauce, whatever was left at the bottom of this after we put it out, we're going to be drizzling this on. Oh yeah. This is gonna be amazing, I can already tell. I am going to love this. Something, something, hell. Yes, perfect. Alright, so now let's take this and let's put this in our preheated oven for about 30 minutes. Oh, I forgot I need to cover it first or else I'll burn the top. Whatever. Just do it in sections. And just covering this with some aluminum foil so that we don't burn the top of this while it's in the oven. And we're putting this in at 425. We're going to put it in for about 30 minutes so that everything in there gets nice and soft, all those layers. I forgot to move the oven tray. It's maybe. I have it at the top because I was broiling something last time I used this. Alright, now we can put it in. So yeah. In it goes. Shutting the door. And here we go. That's going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to make sure this time is at 30. And that should be, after 30 minutes, we're going to take off the tinfoil and put it on the broiler for about 5 minutes and so that the top gets a little more crispy. Maybe 10 minutes. It's not the best broiler in the world. But yeah. So I'm going to go take a break now because there's nothing else I can really do. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. And we're back. So there's 2 minutes left on the timer, but it looks like it's bubbling right now. So I'm going to actually grab this from the oven right now, just in case it's overcooking. I don't think it would be, but just got to double check. Either way, it should be ready to get out right now with that bubbliness. Gonna need a second, there it is. It's gonna be hot. Alright. And I'm gonna turn this on to broil so we can throw that back under there. And let's take this off, see how we look so far. Yeah, so everything looks nice and steamed. We lost some consistency of the layers, but that's kind of expected by this without having any actual cheese in here. Alright, let's add this back in and let it broil for a couple minutes. Try to get a nice crisp crust at the top of this thing. Alright. Now we're going to put that in for about, let's say 5 minutes right now. Hopefully it doesn't lose too much consistency. That would be a shame. Damn shame. But yeah, I'll just go back on a break again, and we can try again in a few minutes. All right, so looks like it's done now. I'm gonna pull it out. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna point this down here so you all can see. It's a bit liquidy right now. I think next time I'm gonna try to reduce the amount of chicken stock I put in so that it doesn't get this liquidy. Let's plate it up. Take a picture. Grabbing a small plate here. Hopefully this keeps together. Nice. All right. Move this out of the way. Need to get a nice picture of all the layers. It's me. Right. You're still in the way. It's hard to get a good picture when you're leaning down that low. I have so much stuff in the background. That's nice. Take one landscape as well. Get nice and close to it. I think that's a better picture. Yeah. All right. Now for the ever important taste test. Hopefully that water didn't make it too soggy. I'm gonna grab some water myself because this is gonna be hot, I think. But it stayed together nicely, which is nice. Got all of our layers here. Let's dig in. Try to get a little of everything. Mmm. That's insanely good. The cream almost honestly tastes like cheese. It's crazy. Mmm. I'm going to be enjoying this one. It is a bit wet. I definitely need to reduce the amount of chicken stock I used. But, oh my god, this is good. This is an Italian dinner if I ever seen one myself. I've seen a lot. Oh yeah, it's hot. All right. That's going to do it for the video, though. So thanks for watching. Have a good night, and keep eating good. I'll see you all later.